Hello, welcome back to Core Finance. I'm Matt Brown, joined by Eddie Tofpik, Head of FX at ADMISI. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Eddie. Look, that time of the week, let's have a look at our old favourite, Bitcoin.
Oh, do we love this or what? What can I say? It's still ascending, but there's a touch of indecision just right now at the moment. And it's not so much today, but 2 days ago, it had a new high. Oh, how surprised. Quelle surprise. It had a new high, and then it closed down. Didn't close up into in that level. And it wasn't quite a key reversal down, as in above a previous high, below a previous low, and below or above two previous closes. It closed below the previous close, but not below the one prior to that. So it's not a full-blown key reversal down. All the angles are still pointing on the upside, but I draw your attention, it's achieved its target for a halfway hesitation, which was in the order around about 8,200.
Yes, I mean, you've mentioned that before. It's a key area.
It got there, and now it's going, what am I going to do next? What should I do? Well, should I go higher a little bit? Well, maybe not. Maybe I should go low a bit. Maybe I should go sideways a little bit. It's got that sort of feel about it at the particular point. The long-term indicators are still pointing for higher markets. Key levels to watch for, obviously, 8,200, 8,350, and then 9,276, which is the projected resistance. And then I draw your attention to 8,611, which is the upper channel line at the moment. That's quite interesting. The support, 78.26, that's coincidence with the previous high around about 78.88, which was back in mid and early November. So you've got some support nearby, quite good. You've got some resistance which hasn't really been tested, but the market's really sort of thinking, what am I going to do today? Maybe in another crisis. I don't. At this particular point, it's still longer term looking bullish, not neutral, but if this comes off and we have consecutive closes, say below 69.40, which is the 50% of that previous move, then I'd start to be a little bit concerned about it.
And I mean, looking at the chart, and you mentioned indecision, it reflects as well the market itself, or just the fundamental sentiment in the market, where we saw there was a hack on Bitcoin. Yeah. The market got a little bit indecisive and worried about that, and that is reflected in the chart.
I think there was a hack on another coin rather than Bitcoin itself.
Understood.
So it draws attention to the fact that a lot of these things are, the security may not be as good as you want. However, we still have the CME and the CFE futures, which are coming, I think it's actually the 10th of December, they're provisionally pushed, but it was apparently published on the CME website and then taken off. So they're waiting for CFTC approval for this. But if that happens, then it could be an interesting period prior to that and as it opens. I mean, it'll be the first time you're able to go short of the actual contract of Bitcoin without having to borrow the coin itself. You know, you can go short and borrow, which is old school, but it'll be the ability to go through a futures market. And then obviously it's how that relates to the underlying. Because the contract, one of them is a 1, one's a 5, one's based on 2 settlement prices, one's based on 1, one's based on a different set from the other, and so you'll have different set, and it's all arbitrage opportunities there, and obviously with the cash, and everybody's sort of thinking, what's going to happen next? Maybe that's starting to be reflected in this, for all I know. I mean, it could be that literally there's what's going to happen when they actually have a futures contract on it. It could be it'll explode, and we could be well over 92.76, or it could be back down again sub 7,000.
So I'm sure this weekend a lot of US traders will be doing their homework on contract sizes.
I don't think it'll be US. I think I've always thought this. Bitcoin is a Far East product. It's primarily South Korea. It's very. I mean, apparently you can now. I've seen something about ATMs having Bitcoin abilities on it as well, that you can actually put keys into it. But it's South Korea, Japan, and to a certain degree China as well. But it's very much that Asian area is in love with it, plus any area where there's trouble. So Zimbabwe, where Bitcoin is at 16,900, I heard at one point, because obviously the local arbitrage between the local availability of it. But places like Venezuela, Iran, that sort of area, any place like that, if you allow to, then you might see some activity in the coin itself, and obviously in other ones. There are other coins.
Not the only one. Good stuff. In the meantime, Eddie, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.